Good morning and welcome back to another video here along the Wild Atlantic Way of Ireland. We've continued driving from where we were a few days ago. We have parked up in this pretty quiet spot along the coast. There's like rocks on the beach, abandoned castle as well, and we spent a really quiet night here last night. There's another van here parked up next to us, and now today we're going to continue heading north along the Dingle Peninsula. So we have driven about 45 minutes along the peninsula. We've passed the town of Dingle. So we've parked the van just down there outside the field. We left Holly inside because what we're going to do next involves animals. As you can see here, Charlene is feeding the sheep already. Come on boys and girls. Oh, their wool is so soft. This place is called the Famine Cottage, 200 years old. The people that built it lived here during the time of the famine in Ireland in the 1800s. They had a real big shortage of food, and it's estimated that around 2 million people died or left Ireland because of the scarcity, not having anything to eat.
There are so many things to do while you're doing the Wild Atlantic Way. Horse riding, you can go on a boat ride, you can do a lot of things.
Yes, a lot of activities.
Today we've decided to come to see the sheepdog demonstration.
Exactly. So the people here at the cottage, they do sheepdogs. I think there's 2 of them, and they demonstrate how intelligent they are and how they use them in the fields. And they do like a session every day. So we're here. We're going to start in about 15 minutes. So after we finish feeding all of these sheep, we're going to head down there, meet the farmers, and yeah, they're going to show us how they work.
They're all staring at me like, give me food. So cute, eh?
On my fingers.
Yeah, Parker looks like he's looking for someone. He's just standing there.
So I think this is the main cottage. Hello, little goat.
Oh, how cute. She doesn't like being picked up. Come. Let me pick you up.
Let's have a quick look in here before we get started.
This is the actual cottage. Someone's still asleep here.
So a lot of places we visited have these
Displays, yeah.
on display. Yeah, like people actually in bed or sitting at the table, and they always give me a right fright every time because you're not expecting it really.
This is actually the original things that they had before. I think they kept them, right?
Another one up there. It's Chucky. Look at his bed. Looks like someone's actually slept on it. Charlene's at it again, trying to pick up the goat.
He doesn't want to be picked up.
Listen, this peninsula here in Dingle is absolutely stunning. As we were driving in, it's so varied. You go through these little towns, then all of a sudden you're in the mountains again, and then on the cliffs, and yeah, it's just so nice. Really, the landscape here is very, very special.
Just look at the cliffs over there in the distance. So beautiful. Oh, donkeys as well.
Oh, how cute. Do they eat this?
No. Listen, I think we should go down because the thing's going to start.
Welcome to the farm anyway. This is the Cabinet farm here, and it has been that way for many the day. We did the family tree there that says 6th generation. There's no point having sheep if you don't have dogs to round them up, because you wouldn't have a hope otherwise. But I've too many dogs and too many sheep. That's my problem. Irish commands to the brown fella, English to the black fella, and the reason I does that is because I'm different.
It's so intelligent. As soon as he whistles, he just stops straight away. The farmer demonstrated how intelligent the sheepdogs really are, and we saw them run around the herd flawlessly, directing them in whichever way they wanted to. He also explained a bit about the different types of sheep that he has and how each farmer actually marks their own sheep with different colours to avoid any confusion.
Holly is missing all the fun.
We should send her for a week with this guy. Maybe train her up proper.
Right, so before we get going, I've got 2 very important things to tell you today. First of all is about our dash cam. So if you've been following us for a few years now, you know that we've been using Viofo dash cams in the motorhome, and we have just received their latest model, the A329S, which has already been rated as the best dash cam of 2025 so far. Anyway, because of your amazing support this year, instead of upgrading ours, we've decided to give away this brand new Viofo dash cam away to one of you guys today. So let me tell you a bit about it first, and then I'll tell you what you've got to do to be in a chance of winning one. So the A329S features Sony's latest Starvis 2 image sensors, combined with advanced HDR technology and a higher frame rate, which gives you clear and smooth video both during the day and at night, especially if you need to read any license plates. The main dash cam supports up to 4K resolution, and it also comes with an interior and a rear camera which both support up to 2K resolution. So it's actually perfect in case you need it in the event of an accident or a theft, or even if you want to record your travels like us when you're on the go. It also uses very low power to prevent battery drain, and it also has an option where you can leave it in standby, and if it detects any motion within 2 seconds it records a 1-minute clip, and that will perfectly capture any unwanted incidents like a hit and run or theft or stuff like that. So apart from using a micro SD, the new model also accepts SSD drives, so if you want more storage you can connect yours directly, and it also has all the latest features like Wi-Fi, voice control, and also an optional Bluetooth button like we've got. So if you're in the market for a dash cam for your motorhome, for your van, or even just for your car, I'll leave a link in the description box below to Viewpoint's website, as they have some amazing Black Friday deals on at the moment. And now, as well as that, as I mentioned, we are feeling in the festive spirit already, and we're going to be giving away this brand new A329S to one of you guys. So to be in with a chance to win it, all you need to do is drop a comment down below. In today's video you can write something about the video or about the dash cam, whatever you want, but make it good, because the winner's comment is going to show up in next week's vlog when we'll announce who's going to be winning the brand new dash cam. So good luck to everyone, and as I mentioned, next week we will be choosing the winner. And also one final thing, a very massive thank you to everyone that's ordered our 2026 photo calendar already. Some of you may have received yours already in the post, and if you haven't ordered yours yet, because of Black Friday week, we're going to leave the 20% discount running for one more week. So if you haven't got yours yet, feel free to check out the links in the description box below. Anyway, let's get back on the road now.
Hello!
Thank you. Can you pass from there, yeah?
Good holidays.
Yeah, brilliant! We love it here.
Thank you so much for reversing.
I have to wait to move to.
You have...
Good luck, gang.
Huh?
Good luck.
What did you say?
He said
Good
good luck.
look.
Charlene is having trouble understanding the Irish accent here.
Okay, go. They're so friendly, eh?
Everyone's so friendly, yeah.
Really nice here. I fell in love with this peninsula.
Yeah, this Dingle Peninsula has got this different landscape from the other ones that we've visited so far. It's just wild and rough. Very narrow road though. That down there is a beach, or it used to be a beach, because the waves are crashing in and there's hardly any sand left today.
I think the word to describe this peninsula is dramatic.
Very dramatic, yeah.
Can't open it.
I can't even open the door. I don't want it to rip open.
Ooh. So I managed to get outside from this door, and now let me show you the view. Oh my goodness! Ah! Oh my god! So many I can't even walk! Oh my goodness! There's too much wind here! Wow, the waves are so big here! Woo! I don't know if the camera can do justice, but they're really, really big. Look at the wind! What a spectacular view from here!
Would the wind blow Holly away?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so we've carried on to a spot just opposite where we were. So that really windy spot is just over that hill over there. Because we're a bit lower here, we are sheltered from the wind, and it's much better to get out. This is called Dunquin pier. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but something like that.
Don't go near the edge.
So this pier down here used to be used back in the day to transport people and sheep from the opposite islands, and it would come in and dock in here.
So along this coastal route of Ireland, there are so many viewpoints that one can stop and admire the beauty of Ireland. This is one of them. There is a small beach with sand, and it's really spectacular. The wind is blowing outwards, and it's really calm and beautiful. Look what I got, guys! Do-do-do-do. So it's currently 4 and the weather is really great. Feels
Dark
like
already.
it's 6, yeah. So we've decided to leave this area. We have a 3-hour drive. And guys, today we are going to try something that we haven't had for a very long time. We're still driving. We got 30 minutes to go. It's all dark. The roads are very narrow. All I'm seeing are just cars coming my way. It's so scary.
Oh my god. So we have finally made it. It's a really long drive. I can't believe we're finally here. We're in this small town called Doolin, which is very close to somewhere we want to visit tomorrow. So I'm so happy that we made the drive and that's all done. Now we can just enjoy here. We managed to park up the van in a spot there. It was a bit difficult when we arrived because we didn't know where we were going to park. And then finally someone left from there and we just parked in there in the corner exactly.
Let's go and have a Guinness.
We don't know if there's going to be a table for us because it's so busy here. It's packed. Live music tonight. Wow. So apparently there was a wedding at that pub and they couldn't see us. So we're just heading down the road to go and check the next one. Gans. Cheers. Haven't had it in ages, right?
Yeah.
How does this look? So we are back in the van. It's 11 p.m, so it's not even too late, but we had such an amazing time at the Irish pub. There was live music, we had Guinness, we met some new friends, and we also had some amazing food. I had lamb special, Charlene had a beef stew. I tasted it as well, absolutely amazing. Really good food, and it was nice to have a pint of Guinness because we haven't had one in a really long time. And the live music was so cool because there was this guy and then like a bit of an older guy as well who sang some traditional songs, and the other guy was singing like country stuff. Really cool, and what a nice atmosphere. We're now parked outside and yeah, we're gonna sleep here. As you might be able to hear, the rain has started again. We're about a 10-minute drive from the Cliffs of Moher, which is a really popular spot here along the coast of Ireland. Just been checking some different things like in regards to parking and whether we should go by hike, by bus, by boat or by van. Even better than that, it looks like the rain is going to continue all night and then it's going to stop in the morning, so we should be in for some nice views as well, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed for me, guys. Anyway, catch you in the morning. Good morning. What's this? Blue sky. Nice park up there. Although there were people shouting till the early hours of the morning, well, it's okay. Everyone was having fun. It was nice to be able to park up outside the pub, have a good meal, something to drink, and just head in the van. Now today I'm going to take proper advantage of this blue sky. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. I'm walking through the town of Doolin and I'm going to hike towards the cliffs. So there is the 350 bus which goes from Doolin to the visitor centre and back as well. But I'm not going to catch the bus and I've decided to hike from here instead. Firstly, just to have a bit of an adventure, and then there's also another reason as well. I'll talk about it when we get there, because there's something that you definitely need to know before you visit this place. So I hope I'm going the right way. I'm heading towards Doolin Pier, then I should be able to get on the cliff somewhere from here. Look at these colourful houses. It's the first mistake already. I just realised that I need to get to the other side of the river because there's no passage here. So back to the bridge again. Okay, this is the right way. Already wasted 10 minutes because I was walking down there thinking there was some way to get across here, but there isn't, because there's this river which separates the two pieces of land there and you can't get over unless you want to go through the river and up that hill. Look at these cute houses though. Yeah, so Doolin is a proper tourist town. Irish pubs, ice cream, B&Bs, souvenirs, village crafts and stuff like that. But it had a nice mix of local and tourists, because even yesterday in the pub there's quite a few Irish people. There are the Irish singers as well. There was a Irish vibe and then you could tell there's a few tourists from all over the world as well. So just a perfect mix. And last night wasn't too bad. About 2 a.m. everyone stopped shouting and singing in the road, and we managed to get to sleep. But this morning it's about 9:30 now, and yeah, just got up out because I want to take advantage of this. When we were driving here, never in a million years did I think that I'd have these conditions today. I was going to laze about this morning and go in the afternoon, but yeah, might as well take advantage of it. Okay, so I've made it to the trail, left the village, and this is where the cliffs begin, as you can see there in the distance. So we've got this sign saying the walking trail is closed 5 kilometers ahead. Caution, very dangerous cliffs ahead. I've made it this far, so I'm not going to stop here. Maybe I should check how far 5 kilometers is, at least see that I can get a view from there. Okay, let's have a look. So I think 5 kilometers should get me to the northern viewpoint. If that sign is correct, it means I can't continue along the Cliffs of Moher to get more south and kind of get a southern view, but at least I can go to the northern point. And to be honest with you, I think that's better, because this hike should be epic along the coastline instead of just going to the visitor centre. Let's see where this path leads us and how far we can continue towards the cliffs. Look at that beautiful tower up there. Can you see it? Just beside the sun. That's massive. So when you dream about Ireland, I think this is what you think of. These dramatic cliffs, coastal walks, blue sky today, and beautiful calm water as well. This is the first time I'm seeing the Atlantic coast this calm. It's normally a lot of waves as well. The Atlantic coast is known to be rough, and I remember once I visited Portugal quite a long time ago now with my brother, and we were driving along the coast in winter, and some of the waves were massive. We stopped at this one place, it was called Nazaré, and the waves were just crazy. There are some people that were actually surfing in that. I guess it's perfect and optimal conditions for them, but yeah, those waves were massive. But today it's the opposite. Nice and calm. Nice and calm. Oh, these cliffs are so cool. It's like hair. Wow. Okay, it's a few waves coming in here. Is it my lucky day? Can you see this? You're looking at my reflection, but basically looks like we're gonna have sun all day today nearly. It's insane. Wow, amazing. Really nice street after all those rainy days. This nice little river is flowing underneath here and out to the sea. Just look at that, how beautiful. In the afternoon, there is also this ferry that leaves from Doolin and goes and visits the cliffs from the sea, which is a cool experience. We did that in the Faroe Islands a few years ago. We went for a boat ride from the small village and just went to see the cliffs from the sea. Really, really special. But today I've decided to do a little hike. So just spoke to a guy now who's coming in the opposite direction, and I had to ask him, does this trail stop after 5 kilometers? And he said, you can keep on going to Liscana. I don't know if that's what he did, but he seemed to know. Liscana is actually far south of the cliffs, which means that you can keep on going basically all the way. So I think this was an excellent choice. Let's not get too happy yet. So just in front of me, it's like a private tour. I think 3 tourists and a local. So maybe I can just walk behind them and get all the information for free. Jokes aside, I actually found this guy online. His name is Pat something. Apparently he's really good. He does private tours from here. It costs like 20-25 euros, and that's something I don't mind paying for, because you're getting experience and stories from a local. I tried to give him a call this morning. Today's Sunday, by the way. So maybe it doesn't work on a Sunday, but couldn't get hold of him, so I just decided to come on my own. That would have been nice. Sometimes things just work out like that. So the path has changed now. It's got a bit more cool because we're walking along the cliff edge. Don't be fooled by this grass, because some of it is just hollow. So I'm going to stick to the trail. This is the situation. Very, very muddy. And as you might better see there, in front of me is grey. And behind me is blue. What I will say is that if you are going to do this hike when it's raining, it might just be too muddy to do. So this part of the hike, the cliffs have started to change and they're getting more darker with the green moss on. There's lots of birds here as well. The scenery here in Ireland is just picture perfect, and it's just green, blue, Black cliffs, really beautiful. The mud, on the other hand, is not something that I'm happy with. But to have this green scenery, you have to have a lot of rain. And with that comes mud. This part is alright though, because we're going uphill. Look at that. Look at that. It's actually a nice view as well. Sometimes you just have to look back.
Can you turn the camera off your face and put some scenery on there so
One
I can
second.
see where you are? So that's it. There is some mountains and some hills. Is that it? You went all that way just to walk down that muddy path. What are you doing walking down there? There must be somewhere better to go and see.
So I made it as far as the dark clouds. It started raining a little bit, nothing too bad, nothing too heavy. Onwards and upwards. And look, nice little waterfall there. Where's the calm sea gone now? The sea has just transformed. Hello, how are you? So this is the point now where we make some elevation gain because we need to go up here. And the path for the very first time has taken us away from the cliff edge and up here, like a V-shape ascent up to the next part of the cliffs. You won't believe it, although it's not that warm. There are these like little midges just flying around everywhere, landing on my neck, trying to go in my eyes and ears. It's a nightmare. I fucking hate midges. They're obviously much worse in summer. Didn't expect to see them here. Oh, there they are. Look at all of them. Yeah, let's go. Don't know if they showed up on the camera there, but there's so many of them just there on that bridge. So there's no more barbed wire here, it's just straight wire. But do not touch this because it's actually an electrical fence. If you don't want to get an electric shock, that is. Okay, so I've made it to the first point where you get a proper view of the cliffs. This is where they start because it's totally different from what I've seen so far on this hike. Just this massive, dramatic black and green cliff leading down from up here all the way down to the sea. That's just incredible. And now the hike continues along there, and apparently the cliffs just get even better and better behind there. So time to crack on. There's also this little like binocular thing where you put in €1 if you want to get a view, maybe to see birds or something, I think. And this can show you how dangerous it can be here. Just look at the soil right over here. Look how thin that is. Man, this is insane. We've seen a lot of cliffs now since we've been in Ireland, but they just keep getting better and better. Just in case you're blind, there's a sign there as well telling you, do not stand here unless you want to go a couple of 100 meters down. And look at that, I think that's enough rain for now. Hey, blue sky is back. And the rain is over Doolin now, or heading that way. So Charlene is in the van, she's most likely getting a bit of that rain now. But for us here, things are looking good. So I've continued to follow the path and it's leading me inwards now. I hope it doesn't go to the road, surely not. And just over this hill over here is the north viewpoint for the Cliffs of Moher. On that sign ahead there it says dangerous road, no walking, so yeah, must be a way up there somehow, from here or from there. Am I going to get past here? So this is pretty weird. It says dangerous road, no walking, and then danger, keep out. Doesn't look dangerous. So I've got two options really. Either climb over this wall here, carry along the path, which I think should be safe enough, or else walk up the road, which is more dangerous, or else just give up and head back. Oh no, there are people hiking there. Okay, there they are. They must have taken a shortcut or something. No, I'm just going to climb over here go this way. This is much safer. This is the most dangerous thing, I think, climbing over here. I can see all these people going up here. So they have, I don't know what they're doing. I'm sure those are the guys that were behind me with the local tour guide, so he must know what he's doing. But anyway, I'm going to hike up to here and see what the view looks like. Yeah, and hopefully try and get through. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 2 groups of 4 people. The other important thing that you should know about coming to visit the Cliffs of Moher is if you do drive up this road here that where we were just at, and you go and visit, you have to pay €15, not per car or per motorhome, per person to park and go and view the cliffs. It's a bit steep, isn't it? Like €15 would be okay, but then to pay per person, so like if you're a family of 4, €60 just to park and go and see the cliffs for a bit. You know, we visited the Cliffs of Kerry. We just paid €5 each. That's more decent, right? So I don't know if that's why they closed off this path to get people to go up there and do it that way. However, really there was some, I don't know, some potential danger. Anyway, if I see any danger, I'll turn back and yeah, head back down. I'm gonna give it a try at least. Is this danger maybe? Hidden holes? Just be walking here, chatting to you guys, and all of a sudden I'll be boom, down a hidden hole. That doesn't sound nice. That doesn't sound exciting. Hidden hole. It's like a booby trap. Oh no, more hidden holes. So I think I've spotted one. Is this a hidden hole? That could be it, look. Best to stick to the pathway. Or maybe another theory is that someone fell down a hidden hole and that's why they closed it off. But I definitely think the road is much more dangerous. And the local guy I spoke to said that you can walk all the way to Lysander, which is even further south than the cliffs. And as I said, this guide, local guide, looks to be taking these people up here, so I'm just going to follow them. Must be the safest route. So far it's pretty simple. Loads of midges, but just these steps up. Just got to keep an eye out for those hidden holes. Look at those horses down there. There's 2 of them sleeping on the floor. You don't see horses like that too often. Look how far we've come. So Doolin town doesn't even show from here. It's like all the way in that valley. Pretty nice walk so far. So from up here, there's already a really nice view of the cliffs. And there's so many people here. So I've arrived in the main bit now. Really beautiful view from here. You can see the tower on this cliff right close to us. And this is where all the people are. There we go, nearly made it to the tower. So I think this part coming up should on paper be the best view of today. Yeah, this is where everyone is, like hundreds of people here. But listen, that hike was really epic. Nice walk along the cliffs. Personally, I feel like it's just better than just turning up here and walking to the viewpoint. But this is quick. But yeah, that was amazing. So there's a queue to go in this building here. I think it's called O'Brien's Tower. Okay, so this is where the music's coming from. Yeah, yo.
Ah oui.
So pretty beautiful spot. There's obviously so many people here because I don't know, I guess this is one of Ireland's most famous places. This place was featured in quite a few different movies like Harry Potter and so on, and that's why thousands of people flock here every day from all corners of the world. Like I said, don't go on the edge or you'll end up like this guy, sideways, about to fall down a cliff. This is as far as you can go because obviously you can't go near the edge, but this is just on top of those cliffs we were looking at a moment ago. Pretty beautiful sight, to be honest. So worth it. Inside is like a visitor centre.
And there is a gift shop, clothes shop. Nice little cafe. Wow. So right here there's this large exhibition centre. A few different boards here, information. What is this? It's a pretty cool exhibition centre. It's nice to see that kind of FPV movie there, jumping off the cliffs into the sea, and to get a better feel of the Cliffs of Moher. But that's the end of my hike right now. I just need to figure out where the bus stop is and how I'm going to get back to the town, because there's no way in hell that I'm hiking all the way back. Okay, so just looking at Google Maps, it looks like the bus stop should be somewhere over here. Can't see it yet, but I'm just going to walk in this direction. Hi there. Is there a bus stop here? Yeah. All right. Do you know what time, how frequent it is?
It should be around half an hour.
Okay, so this is the bus stop. I guess this is the sign, or where it used to be. And apparently a bus is coming in half an hour, so I'm just going to wait here and see you guys back in the van. Right guys, so we are going to get moving from the pub, because we've been parked here for nearly 24 hours now, and this is not even the pub that we ate at, because they didn't let us in. We had to go next door. But anyway, I'm keeping in good spirits, but to be honest with you, I've been really pissed off. During the hike, at one point I dropped my sunglasses near the cliffs, and I remember picking them up and saying, oh my god, I'm so lucky that they didn't fall down. So I put them back in my pocket and carried on walking and thought nothing of it. Just now I got back to the van and I've realised that I have something missing. So in my pocket I had some coins, I had a 50-euro note, I had the sunglasses, and I don't know, something else. Yeah, basically, long story short, I've lost the 50-euro note, and it must have fallen out when I dropped my glasses. So I'm really pissed off. Just lost 50 euros out of thin air. I don't mind spending it, like if you go and have a drink, maybe something to eat, at least you get value out of it. But I've just gone and lost it. To the Cliffs of Moher. It's most likely in the sea somewhere. What do you think? I've been telling Charlene whether I should maybe hike back and try and look for it. It's basically in the middle of the hike where my sunglasses went down. So it's about an hour and a half walk from here. I don't know. So ironically, we saved 30 euros by doing the hike, and instead of going into the parking lot. And then I've lost 50 euros during the hike. Can you believe that? Charlene's just laughing at me. I'm really pissed off. Like I said, I don't mind spending it, but I don't want to be throwing it away. 50 euros, sure. We could have bought something with that. We could have went to the pub again.
It's gone now. The fairies don't like you.
I don't think they like me. The hike was amazing though. So that's one thing that I have to admit. And we're going to make the most of the last bit of sunny day that we've got. And we're going to go on a bit of a better park up. And yeah, see what we can find. Not too far from Doolin. We've driven out of Doolin along the Atlantic Road, and I think we might have found our spot already. Just driven 10 minutes, maybe 15 max, and we're at this place called the Burren, which means a rocky place. And as you can see behind me, there's those massive rocks, something out of this world really. You wouldn't believe that there's this landscape so different from what I saw earlier on today, and it's just basically a couple of kilometers away. The waves are crashing up against the rocks here. Look at the waves crashing over there into the rocks. We've got this beautiful day today, and if it wasn't for the fairies taking my 50-year-old note, this would have been the perfect day. So we've just parked up the van over there on a lay-by. I'm going to wait for these cars to leave and then maybe we can level out, but I think this should be perfect spot for today. Again, this landscape is just unreal. It looks like we're on the moon. So different from the green fields where we just were. Oh look, there's a couple of fishermen down there as well. Okay, I'm not going to go near the edge. Oh, look at that. The mighty Atlantic Ocean. Anyway guys, I'm going to head back into the van because
because it's getting cold. I think we'll close this week's video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the episode, hit the like button as it helps us out so much. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next week for the next part of our Wild Atlantic Way series. Bye!